This is Plant-Based Briefing. Meet the Animals, Rats in Science by Sara Roh at forhumanescience.org. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson, and Plant-Based Briefing is the curated content plant-based podcast where I narrate a variety of articles with author permission on topics related to healthy, compassionate, and sustainable living in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. Today's article is from the Society for Humane Science, which is a Canadian nonprofit organization that works to promote better science without animals. Their mission is to build an ethical culture of science that respects animal life by promoting the reduction and replacement of animals in teaching, research, and testing. Now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. Meet the Animals, Rats in Science by Sara Roh at forhumanescience.org. Originally from parts of Asia and Australia, today rats are found in both urban and rural terrestrial environments. In BC alone, there are 20 different types of rodents, with the most common rats being the Norway rat and the roof rat. Rats are known for their intelligence, and these nocturnal creatures have amazing characteristics beyond the average humans. Rat tails help balance and thermoregulate. In addition to helping balance on tight surfaces, a rat's tail also ensures the rat's body is kept at an appropriate temperature by allowing heat loss, since rats don't sweat like humans. Rats are natural swimmers. Rats are exceptionally adept at swimming and can even swim up to 3 days in water. Their thick, woolly fur allows them to retain insulation, essential for swimming for long periods. Rats have heightened senses. In addition to their amazing senses that can taste, feel, smell, and hear, rats have eyes that move in opposite directions. This flexibility in eye range allows them to see even above them, great for keeping alert for potential food or predators. Additionally, the whiskers of a rat are specialized hairs. Their function is to help the rat sense its surroundings. Whenever a whisker comes in contact with an object close enough, it bends, sending a signal to the rat's brain that there is an object nearby. Rats have teeth that grow continuously. Unlike humans, rats' teeth grow continuously. Their only method of keeping their teeth in check is thanks to their constant nibbling that wears down their teeth to a manageable length. Rats can survive a 15-meter fall. If these agile creatures ever suffer a fall, rats can survive up to a 15-meter fall and leave unharmed. More fun facts. Rats are smart and social animals. Similar to humans, rats possess great intelligence and can learn tricks and tasks. Even more, rats are incredibly social animals and tend to live in family groups, taking care of each other if one is sick. Rats have a sweet tooth. Food favorites of rats are often sweet foods such as nuts, seeds, dried pasta, unsweetened cereals, and plain popcorn. As you can see from the photos in the article, our rat friends Pepper and Maggie really enjoy sweet treats. Rats are hindgut fermenters. Rats are also known as hindgut fermenters. This means they have bacteria located in their colon and cecum, near the back end of their digestive system. A cecum is a pouch located between the small and large intestines that stores bacteria. The reason why rats need bacteria is to help digest the main substance plants are made of. Cellulose. Cellulose is a complex carbohydrate and requires a special enzyme known as cellulase to break it down for nutrient absorption. Since rats lack cellulase, the bacteria in the colon and cecum helps break it down, so rats can get their nutrients after nibbling on their favorite foods. Rats in science. Often synonymous with lab rat, rats are commonly used in laboratory experiments due to their resemblance to human physiology, particularly in cognition and memory. Rats are a preferred species for psychology research because of their advanced capability for learning. In Canada alone, 232,489 rats were used in research in 2018. These numbers exclude the act of breeding rats, meaning actual numbers were much higher. However, recent research shows that roughly 90 to 95% of drugs tested in animals like rats fail in human clinical trials. So although rat and human physiology bear a resemblance, there are important differences that means they are often not the greatest proxies for human biology. Rats used for science are often kept in standard lab cages that have been shown to negatively affect their welfare and restrict their movements so they can't perform behaviors that are important to them, things like digging and stretching on their hind limbs. Rats are commonly used for science education. Our survey in 2017 found that 40% of the species dissected in high school science classes in BC were rats. We're working hard to make sure that rats are no longer used for dissection in K-12 education. Some parts of the world have laws or policies on the use of animals in science education, but in Canada, our national guidelines do not apply to high schools. This means that there are no guiding policies in Canada that require teachers to use effective non-animal teaching methods like virtual dissections and 3D models. There are important internationally accepted principles for ethical use of animals in science called the 3 Rs, replacement, reduction, and refinement, that do apply to all scientists and science educators, even high school teachers. The principle of replacement states that if we can meet our scientific or educational goals without using real animals, then it is our ethical obligation to use non-animal methods. We found that we can meet educational goals by using non-animal methods, so we're committed to making sure that amazing animals like rats are no longer used in dissection. Are you a student or educator looking for non-animal methods for science education? There are many resources to help you in your journey towards humane science education. Here are some of our favorite educational tools relevant to rat anatomy. The Rat Dissection app uses virtual 3D images to simulate the dissection procedure of a rat. BiologyCorner.com's Virtual Rat Dissection offers a step-by-step procedure on a rat dissection with labels. Biosphere3D.com's 3D rat anatomy software is an interactive model that allows the user to explore the rat's anatomy layers. And the Rat Anatomy Skeleton Model is an anatomical model of a rat with internal organs made of environmentally friendly PVC. And be sure to check out our teacher and student resources on our website. Show support for your rat friends and help us promote non-animal alternatives. You just listened to Meet the Animals, Rats in Science by Sara Roh at forhumanescience.org. And I'm your host, Marian Erickson. This is Plant-Based Briefing, the 10-minute curated content plant-based podcast. Please subscribe and share with your friends. And if you don't mind, please leave a review or a rating as well. Thanks for listening.